Hello future air warriors and welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I'm Hemant and I'm here back again to discuss with you about another most important crucial study plan updates. Air Force Common Admission Test is one of the crucial examinations written by the Air Force related defense aspirants all over the country, qualifying in AFCAT and also in the subsequent SSB interviews, and medical board with ample amount of marks will land you as a part of the Indian Air Force either as a short service commissioned officer or as a permanent commissioned officer. AFCAT is strategically designed to test the candidate's efficiency, which includes out of 100 questions, 25 questions out of the general knowledge related. So in this particular session, I will be discussing with you about the general knowledge section, wherein which this particular plan is only for those candidates who are trying to prepare and complete the portion in around 120 days. Okay, so 120 days is the target. In 120 days, we need to completely finish up learning and mastering the general knowledge section of the AFCAT examination, and our goal and plan is to score as better as possible. It's like these 25 questions will be carrying for around 75 marks, and our goal is to score 75 out of 75 if it is possible, because we are making sure that most of the patterns, most of the questions that are given here are already being made, and a lot of the mock tests are already live and available with us. So those candidates who are preparing for this particular examination, please follow this particular study plan. So before beginning, as I always introduce you, that SSB Crack Exams is always the most sought after Android application by millions of the students and defense aspirants all across India who are dreaming to join the armed forces of our country. We provide you unique lecture content, hundreds of study materials, thousands of sample practice questions, exercises, quizzes, and even our mock tests are made specially keeping in view of the latest exam patterns. So please do download the app and subscribe to our favorite course, and also please do follow us on all social media platforms to keep yourself updated with the most important Indian and international inputs. So beginning with the first and foremost thing is about the marking system of the AFCAT. Every time when I discuss about the study plans, it is very crucial that we learn about the marking system, the previous year's pattern, the importance of each and every particular topic, and then the time that we need to allot, and in the meanwhile we need to completely finish up the portion in around 120 days as far as this particular plan is concerned. So AFCAT consists of 100 questions. I am not talking about EKT. EKT is only for those who are the engineering aspirants. So here when I am considering about AFCAT, it has 100 questions, and in these 100 questions there are 25 pure general knowledge related questions, and these have very specific subjects. I will be mentioning in the subjects. So each and every particular question carries 3 marks. So 25 questions carry 25 into 3, 75 marks. And there is also a negative marking in AFCAT, and for every wrong answer you will be deducted 1 mark. Understanding? So remember, minus 1 mark for every wrong answer. Okay, so that is it regarding the marking system. Now let us understand about the subjects that are related towards AFCAT general knowledge syllabus. AFCAT GK syllabus is divided into 2 different parts. One is static GK and current affairs related topics, and the another one is about the humanities related topics. And if we go through the humanities related topics, they include the geography, history, and Indian polity. And the static GK related topics, they include knowing some important points about your Indian armed forces, the Indian panorama, world panorama, awards and honors, writings of influence, sports and games, and current affairs. Okay, so all of these are coming under the static GK related ones. I will be discussing with you about what all are the important subsequent subsets of each and every particular set of topic that is mentioned here, and we will discuss about what topics do we have to include a lot of time, and what kind of subjects have to be included here. And most preferably, if you have very less time, if you're preparing for the examinations, then I highly recommend you to please go through the static GK related topics the most. Understanding more than the static GK related topics, you can go through some of the important topics of the Indian history, which will be crucial, and some of the topics of geography also. So let us go through each and every particular plan. So beginning with the current affairs and static GK related previous year's analysis. This I have discussed in the full year study plan also. So those candidates who have gone through the full year study plan, they will be very familiar with this. Okay, so there I have mentioned in a very clear way. Here you can see it on your screen that all the way up to 2014, the static GK related topics were not more than 8 or 9. But from the year of 2015, the complete trend has been changed, and we can see that how many number of questions are being asked in AFCAT 1, 2, 2020s and all the other subsequent years. And we have to understand the importance of each and every particular subject. So taking this particular pattern into consideration, we can expect that there will be around 10 to 15 questions in the upcoming AFCAT examinations. This is the expected number of questions. So scoring all of these 10 to 15 questions, you will be able to score around 30 to 45 marks out of 100 marks in this out of 75 marks in this particular static GK section. Understanding? Remember, if you want to score more than 200 plus, static GK is not the only one particular thing. Scoring in only the general knowledge section will not help you. You must also score in mathematics. You must also score in English and also in the reasoning and military aptitude part. So those cases also you need to take care into consideration. Then coming around with the next important one is about how to go through the day-wise study plan for the static GK and current affairs. Here, if you are going through here, the timeline is around 2 hours per each day. Understanding? So if you are preparing for 1 year, then it will be around 1 hour per day. Now, since here the time is very less, you will be spending an extra time in each and every particular day. So here you will be spending around 2 hours on each particular day. You will spend 1 day each to learn about the rank structure in all the 3 services, Army, Navy and Air Force. Then learning about the commands of the Indian Navy, Indian Army and Indian Air Force. Coming through the next 3 days, you will spend the complete time learning about the military institutions and establishments. That means you are spending around 6 hours of your valuable time in learning about the military institutions and establishments, because that is very crucial point that we need to remember. Every time in AFCA they will mention about some particular military establishment, and then they will ask about where is it located and what all are the strategic locations. So this is a very crucial point. Coming through with the next 2 days, you will be spending your time in learning about the various aircrafts of the Indian Air Force, the helicopters, let they be the fixed wing or the rotary wing aircrafts of the Indian Air Force, and then you will learn about their technicalities. Going through with the next 2 days, you will be learning about the military deals, exercises and procurements. SSB Crack Exams has already made separate sessions for the exercises of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. So please go through that section, and there you will get the complete details and the updates regarding this particular one. Going through on days of 12th and 13th, you will have the complete knowledge about the various regiments of the Indian Army. Then on going through on day of 14th, you will learn about the various or famous squadrons of Indian Air Force. When I'm talking about the famous squadrons of Indian Air Force, then you will be going through the first squadron where in which we inducted Rafale, the first squadron where Rafale had first test fired, the first squadron where Tejas was inducted. So all of these are considered to be the famous squadrons of the Indian Air Force. And then with the next 2 days, you will be learning about the Indian naval warships details. What kind of warships do we have to consider? Those warships who have recently participated in the very famous operations, like let them be like Malabar exercise or Simbex exercise or Slinex exercise or Sinex exercise, or whichever exercise, even let it be Operation Samudra Setu or Operation Rahat, whichever operations, the recently conducted ones, those kind of ships you focus more upon, and that will be very helpful in the AFCAT examination point of view. With this and going through with the Indian panorama now, we have completed the complete knowledge of the Indian Armed Forces. Please make sure that you maintain the notes. And going through on day of 17, you will learn a little bit about national symbols of India. Now, since you are spending 2 hours per day, 1 hour you will spend on the national symbols of India, and another hour you will be spending on the superlatives of India. And the next day, 2 hours you will be spending again on the superlatives of India, which include largest, smallest, highest, all of those kind of questions. And then the next, you will spend around 2 days each consequently for Indian space journey, important art forms and culture, national institutions, important national days of recognition, important personalities of the Indian continent. Okay, so that is it. With this, we will be finishing up with the Indian panorama. Now going through with the world panorama, you will spend 4 days separately, which include 2 days each, which has around 8 hours. Each day you will be learning about the countries, their capitals, their currencies and languages. Each particular hour you can devote your time in learning about the countries which are located in one particular continent. Like 1 hour you learn about the countries which are located in Asia, another hour you learn about the countries that are located in Europe, another hour you learn about the countries that are located in North America, then in South America. Like that, you can spend your time in shifting your important valuable time to each and every particular continent, which will be very crucial. Make sure that you focus lot of those things which are the countries that are located in Europe and Africa. Okay, so in the next 2 days, on day of 33 and 34, you will be learning about the superlatives of the world. Day 35, please concentrate on the international boundaries. This is a very important topic. Days of 36 and 37 is important cities and their strategic locations. That means those cities that have been famous for, like for example Manchester, or it can be any kind of city which is very famous, any Indian city or any particular one. Let it be historically famous or geographically famous or economically famous or ecologically famous. That will be very helpful. Okay, so going through with the next 2 days each, you will be spending about the international days. International days include those days that are recognized by the United Nations organization. Then coming through with the next 2 days is about the world space and defense programs. The next 3 days you will be learning about the international organizations and headquarters. Here you will be learning about International Monetary Fund, International Maritime Organization, or International Civil Aviation Organization, or United Nations Security Council, let it be United Nations, various other councils of the United Nations. So all of those important international organizations along with their headquarters and their current heads and secretary generals, please go through all of their details and please make sure that you note them all down, because these questions are considered to be very crucial for the AFCAT examination. One question is compulsory to come from this particular section. Going through with the next 2 days, you will be learning about the very recently conducted important international economic meetings, and with this we will be finishing up with the world panorama part. Now going through with the next part is about the awards and honors. Here I am not discussing about anything that is related to sports, because sports is another section. Here I am discussing only about those awards and honors that are related towards the movies and the other written works. So here the day of 47 you will be learning about the Bharat Ratna and who received it recently and who all are the recipients of the Bharat Ratna. On day of 48 you will be learning about Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize includes various other types, which include Nobel Prize for Physics, Nobel Prize for Chemistry, Nobel Prize for Peace. So it has various other properties also. Going through with the next 1 day each, you will be spending time about the military gallantry awards. Military gallantry awards include Paramveer Chakra, Mahavir Chakra, Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Ashoka Chakra, Kirti Chakra. So all of these will be learning in that particular section. On day 50, you will be learning about the awards that are awarded towards the recently conducted movies and all. And then on day of 51, you will be learning about the awards that are related towards books. Okay, so books related awards, they might include like Booker Prize or Sahitya Academy Awards and all of them. Going through now with the next important topic is about the writings of the influence. Here you will be learning about the famous books and their authors, and here on 1 day you will be learning about the Indian books, and on the other day you will be learning about the international books, and 1 full day you will devote your time in knowing about the famous news agencies, their editors or heads. Okay, so going through now with this, you will be finishing up with the day of 54. Like almost you have completed half of your time scale, and I am very happy that by this time, if you are following the complete timetable, then it will be very helpful. That I am very sure that you have completed a lot of the portion that is there regarding to AFCAT. Going through with the next one is regarding the sports and games. Here on 1 day each, you will be spending time learning about the Olympics, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, Grand Slams and the related games. And 4 days you will be spending time in learning about the various terms that are used in sports while playing and the various items that are used in the sports while playing. Like for different terminologies are used in different sports, so you have to learn all of them. Going through 1 day each for the notable sports persons of importance, everything related to cricket, hockey and tennis. The next day you will be learning about the current affairs. Now, since you begin learning about the AFCAT once, I highly recommend you that you please go through the daily defense updates and the daily current affairs that are being provided by SSB Crack Exams. So that will be very helpful on the daily basis. So you need to see all of those lectures and you need to go through all of that study material also if you are preparing for this examination. With this, you will be finishing up and winding up with the complete static GK and current affairs related topics. And now you will be learning about the humanities related topics, which include the history, polity and geography. Okay, so as I have told you that all the way up to 2014 there were too many questions that were coming, but from the year of 2015 the number of questions of the history, polity and geography, they have gradually reduced and the number of questions will include from 11 to 13. So here we can understand that the expected number of questions might be from 5 to 10, and by scoring very well in this particular section you will be able to score around 15 to 30 marks out of the 75 marks in the AFCAT examination. Okay, so 15 to 30 marks out of the 100 marks is like, it's a very crucial point and it's a very appreciable point that we need to remember. Now going through with the timetable and the study plan for all of these humanities related topics. So here we are learning about the geography topic. So here we have stopped all the way up to day of 66. So now we are getting back to the day of 67. So going through the day of 67, on 1 day you will be learning the complete physical features, which you will be learning about the Himalayas, the Great Gangetic Plains, the Peninsula Plateau, the deserts, the islands that are located all across India. That means you will be learning about the physical features of India. Okay, so 2 hours for that. And the next day you will learn about the names and the information of all coastal plains of India. Okay, so the next 2 days each you will be learning about all rivers and the tributaries, hydropower, thermal and nuclear power projects in India, major ocean currents of the world. 1 day each for biodiversity hotspots of our country and UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and 2 days for major environmental and industrial summits and events. Going through with the next in detail regarding this plan is you will spend 1 day each in learning about the history section here. Now with that we will be finishing up with the geography part. So here you will be getting back to history. So 1 day each you will learn about history. So on each day you will spend around 2 hours of time learning in a very detailed way about the Indus Valley civilization, then Vedic society, Mauryan empire, Sangam literature, indigenous dynasties of our country at that time, the Gupta period, the Delhi Sultanate, Vijayanagar empire, Mughal empire, and going through in detail about Anglo-Maratha wars, Anglo-Sikh wars, stages of colonialism, 1857 revolt, moderates and extremists, economic nationalism or Swadeshi movement, home rule movement, Khilafat and non-cooperation movements, civil disobedience movement, and then all the way we are learning also about the Quit India movement, Subhash Chandra Bose and his Indian National Army, the rise of the Muslim League and the partition of India and independence, wars with Pakistan and India and UNO. With this you will be learning about the history part also. Okay, so 1 day each you will be studying about all of these. So please, while you are studying about history, please make sure that you spend 2 hours complete concentration on whatever topic you are studying, because question might come from anywhere, it can pop up from anywhere, and history is a very crucial subject regarding AFCAT exam point of view. Going through with the next subject is about Indian polity, and on day of 104 you will be starting about Indian polity 1 day each. You will spend your time learning about the Constituent Assembly and how is it formed, then about the Union and its territory, articles related towards that. On day 106 you will learn about citizenship and the amendments that are made recently. 107 is about the fundamental rights, then directive principles of state policy, fundamental rights, amending constitution, basic structure of the constitution, also the union executive, parliament, judiciary. 1 day full in learning about the state government and the union territories and special areas. 1 day full in learning about the emergency provisions and the center state relations, and 1 day for the constitutional bodies. Please do not learn about any particular non-constitutional body because that is completely out of syllabus. Okay, and here in the last 2 days you will be learning about the mock tests that are being given up by the AFCAT team of This Is Big Crack exams. We provide you complete mock tests, and I told you that in the AFCAT 2 2020 examination also lot of questions have come from the mock tests that we have provided. So all of the aspirants were very happy and they were very proud that they subscribed to our courses. So please go through it and subscribe, and please make sure that you attempt the mock test in the last 2 days, and the last day 1 day before examination you can have a complete thorough of all the notes that you have made. Okay, so in the end what we're actually doing it here is you will have a complete study plan outflow, what you will learn and how are you studying about the complete AFCAT examination. On point number 1 is daily you will be going through the current affairs and the defense current affairs. So from day 1 to day 16 days you will learn about the armed forces related topics. Then from 17 to 28 is about the Indian panorama, 29 to 46 the world panorama, 47 to 51 awards and honors, 52 to 54 writings of influence, 55 to 66 sports and games, 67 to 78 geography, 79 to 103 history, 104 to 107, 117 is Indian polity, and 118 to 119 is mock test, and 120 is about the complete AFCAT syllabus revision. Okay, so this is the complete flow in which you are completely going through the AFCAT syllabus that are provided by the complete syllabus updates. Okay, so I hope that this particular session was very helpful for you. Now we will have a very important points that you have to remember, and with this we will wrap up the session as of now. So the point number 1 that I want to mention is always make sure that the notes are there in a separate dedicated notebook. Okay, don't write here and there. Please maintain a separate notebook and make sure that you're preparing proper notes for that. And the next one is always go through the main concepts. Remember that all questions in this section are purely theoretical. You will not get any sort of mathematical or solving questions. So all of these are purely theoretical. Make sure that you go through the complete details, only the conceptual details. Do not go through any topic in very depth. Okay, so going through the next point that I want to mention is always use maps that you get in your nearest stationery while you're trying to remember the geography related sessions. Okay, so the best way to learn geography is to use the maps. Okay, so use the maps, take up outline maps and and political maps and start marking on it so that it will be very, very helpful. You can even use colors so that forever and ever you will remember what you're trying to remember. Okay. And then in the final point, if in case you have any other doubts or any queries regarding the session, or if you want the change of any particular thing, or if in case you want to learn more about any particular section, please you can even write to us and you can mail us at support@ssbcrackexams.com. You can even download our Android app and subscribe to our courses, and then you can even ask your queries, whatever sort of queries, and all your queries will be answered from our side. And I hope that this particular session was very, very useful for you. For more information and informative content and the upcoming proper study plans and the way to study for the examination in a very proper way, please subscribe to our courses and download the app. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. Jai Hind.